Just start raping me in the background.
What the fuck? You said that on recording.
Just-
Chill out.
Bro, chill, bro. Hello, and welcome to the most boring story ever. I will take up most of your time to tell you this really boring story. Do not expect to be interested in this story. It's fucking boring. I am writing something. Yes, I plan to make it the most boring thing ever written. I go to the store. A car is parked. Many cars are parked or moving. Some are blue, some are tan. They have windows. In the store, there are items for sale. These include such things as soap, detergent, magazines, and lettuce. You can enhance your life with these products. Soap can be used for bathing. Be in the bathtub or in the shower. Apply the soap to your body and rinse. Detergent is used to wash clothes. Place your dirty clothes into a wash bin. And add some detergent as directed on the box. Select the appropriate settings on your washing machine and you should be ready to begin. Magazines are stapled. Reading materials made with glossy paper, and they are covered a wide variety of topics ranging from news and politics to business and stock market information. Some magazines are concerned with more recreational topics like sports card collecting or different kinds of hairstyles. Lettuce is a vegetable. It is usually green and leafy, and it is a main ingredient in salads. You may have an appliance at home that can quickly shred lettuce for use in salads. Lettuce is also used as an optional item for hamburgers and deli sandwiches. Some people even eat lettuce by itself. I have not done this, so you can purchase many types of things in stores. If I drive around, I sometimes notice the houses and buildings all around. There are also pieces of farmland that are very large. Houses can be built from different kinds of material. The most common type are bricks. Houses have lawns that needs to be tended. Lawns need to be mowed regularly. Most people use riding lawnmowers to do this. You can also use a push mower. These come in two varieties, gas-powered and manual. You don't see manual push mowers very much anymore, but they are a good option if you don't want to pollute the air with smoke from gas-powered lawnmowers. I noticed that many families designate the lawn mowing responsibility to a teenager in the household. Many of these teenagers are provided with an allowance for mowing the yard, as well as performing other chores, like taking out the trash, washing the dishes, making their bed, and keeping the house organized. Allowance are small amounts of money given by parents to their children, usually on a weekly basis. These usually range from $5 to $15, sometimes even $20. Many parents feel like that teenagers can learn financial responsibility with this system. Now I will talk about farmland. Farmland can be identified by some common features. They almost always consist of very large patch of dirt with small green plants lined up in very long rows. You may sometimes see farm equipment riding over these rows, like tractors or combines. These machines help farmers grow more crops in less time. They are very helpful inventions. Sometimes type of crops are soybeans, cotton, corn, tomatoes, tobacco, and lettuce, which I mentioned earlier. Most crops are used as food and can be defined as either fruits or vegetables. Some are commonly eaten raw. After being rinsed in water to remove any dirt, some are often cooked, which helps give them a more pleasant taste and makes them easier to chew. A very versatile vegetable is the potato. It can be eaten raw or it can be cooked in a variety of ways. They can be baked, and many people like to add butter to them. They can be mashed, and a lot of time brown gravy or milk is poured on top of them. They can be cut into strips and fried. Typically, a large amount of grease is required to prepare potatoes in this style, but they're easy to make and easy to eat. You can order them at several fast food restaurants. Potatoes can also be boiled, stewed, and scalloped. This is a wide variety of options available to you when you're cooking potatoes. Some other types of crops grown on farmland are used for other purposes. Cotton is used to make clothing, which I also mentioned earlier, is a very versatile and inexpensive material for clothes. Such items as shirts, pants, socks, and underwear can be made from cotton. This process of converting cotton from the cotton plant to clothing is fairly complicated. Today, cotton is harvested more effectively through the use of cotton gin, invented by Eli Whitney many years ago. Tobacco is another type of crop. It is used to make cigarettes. A lot of people smoke cigarettes, even though many medical sources have identified them as harmful to people's health. Warnings are printed on the cigarette package reminding people of possible dangers resulting from smoking. Cigarettes are available in several brands, including Marlboro, Salem, and Virginia Slims. There is a brand called Kool, but I don't know whether they are still available at most outlets. Tobacco farming is a large industry, and currently there is a debate about it. Recently, the government decided on some regulations that cost tobacco companies a large amount of money. If you notice, some farmland have animals living on them. Most of them are cows, and there are also pigs, sheep, goats living on the farm. Some are raised for milk they provide. This milk goes through several processes to ensure that this is not contaminated before it is made available to consumers at stores, which I mentioned earlier. Another use for farm animals is meat. 3 popular types of meat are beef, pork, and chicken. Beef comes from cows, pork comes from pigs, chickens come from chickens, but you probably knew that. These animals are raised to become plump and healthy, and then they are killed. Sometimes at slaughterhouses, the meat is removed from their bodies, cleaned, and made available at a variety of stores and restaurants. Sometimes this process can seem gross, but it is part of an advanced ecological food chain on Earth. Just like birds eat worms and tigers eat deer. Human beings eat cows and pigs. The main difference is that we don't eat animals raw. We cook the meat to remove blood, fat, and germs from it. We also season our meat with salt or different kinds of sauces. The end result is food that is very tasty and healthy for us. Farmers do not like trespassers. If a farmer sees one, he will sometimes shoot at them with a shotgun that he owns. Trespassing is against the law. Laws are created by government to prevent people from living in fear. They are meant to provide safety for citizens. Our government in America consists of legislative branch, an executive branch, and a judicial branch. The legislative branches make law based on the concerns of citizens they represent. The executive branch consists of the president. This person enforces the law. He has certain other duties like declaring war and approving bills prepared by members of the legislative branch. The president is also considered the leader of our country. The judicial branch interprets laws. This branch consists of the courts and the trials held in them. Here is a judge and jury determined for evidence presented by the lawyers with someone guilty of breaking law. Initial law enforcement takes among police officers. They are the first people to encounter situations where law is being broken. If criminal lawbreaker becomes too violent or hostile, they will use guns or mace or nightsticks to administer immediate punishment. Their goals is like being a criminal under control, so that he can receive punishment determined by members of the judicial branch of the government. Punishment mostly include time in jail, but they also include fines and, extreme cases, the death penalty. This is contrary surrounding the death penalty. Children play with toys. This is common to almost all kids. Toys come in wide variety. Boys tend to like cars, action figures, and toy weapons. Girls tend to like dolls, toy kitchens, and makeup. Both of them like building or assembling things, but with Legos, blocks, Play-Doh, or something similar. Toys can be found at most... Okay, I'm fucking done. I can't do this anymore. Well, that was the video, guys.
I was just about to start spawning chickens.
I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys tolerated the video, leave a like. All the roles and people with YouTube channels will be linked in the description.